Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Binding of Isaac. Yep, this time it's a Let's Play. Why not? Didn't feel like setting up a custom challenge run, so here we go. And I'm gonna go Samson, because, I didn't for a little while. And we had all these amazing runs, so maybe we'll get lucky again. Probably not, though, because Samson's awful. By the way, yesterday, this is what I expected to happen, but all of you people... Not you people in an offensive way. What do you mean, you people? Anyway, all of you that didn't want me to play Borderlands or did want me to play Dark Souls came back, which is just silly. Why didn't you just come tell me the first time that you want me to play Dark Souls? And honestly, I don't entirely want to play Borderlands 2 because I don't know. I got a little tired of it. And I haven't played Dark Souls, and I'm going to the mall tomorrow and can go buy it. So I kind of think I might do Dark Souls, because, I did get the support again for it from a lot of people. And, I mean, there was, like, one person that said not Dark Souls, and a bunch of people that said, I'm cool with whatever, or I'd prefer this, but I'm okay with Dark Souls, or I really don't want to play Borderlands 2, you want to play Borderlands 2. Basically, there were a lot of people saying no. They were saying that basically. They said no Borderlands 2, play something else, or play Dark Souls, or I don't care what. It was enough for me that I'm gonna take it because I think I'd rather play Dark Souls. So I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow, and I don't know. I'd say we're probably gonna do the first episode on Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Sunday, if I really decide to just, like, get right into it. I don't know, man. No, stop that pin. God, pin almost killed me. So, yeah, that's the plan. I'm getting it on PS3, because, everyone's like, it's so much better. And we got a health up and a soul heart back. That's all we can do here, so let's go to the next floor. We got the lucky foot, by the way, which means that we win more on slot machines and... Ooh, I didn't take damage there. I am amazed. Anyway, we win more on slot machines, and this shell game, we get more money from the blood donation machine, and we always win on fortune teller machines. We also have gained the ability to not get bad pills, only to get neutral and good pills, which is exciting. I just wanted to minimize my damage there, because I really couldn't get out of it at the point where I got myself. So, can't win them all. Once again, lard. This is really good. We're getting lots of health, which is one of the big concerns with Samson. Now all we need is a bunch of damage. We're still relatively fast, so I'm not feeling too bad there either. By the way, since I didn't say it at the start because I was all busy talking about Let's Plays and what have you, Samson is bad. It starts with Bloody Lust, which is a terrible item that increases your damage for every kill within a room. And the reason it sucks is because if the enemies are difficult, there aren't enough of them for the increased damage to make a difference. And if the enemies aren't difficult, yeah, there can be enough of them, but it doesn't matter because you can handle them without Bloody Lust just fine. It's useful against a few bosses and mini-bosses, and that's literally the only time. Because, yeah, you'll get some damage for every enemy that the boss or mini-boss spawns, and then the boss or mini-boss will go faster. Like right now, I've just killed like 4 spiders, and that has increased my damage to the point where I'm gonna go quicker killing Super Sloth. That's great. I still would rather have, I'd rather have any damage up than Bloody Lust. Even 1 damage up, I'd rather have that. Because it's consistent and always useful as opposed to situationally useful. Just my thoughts. The Joker takes us to the Deal with the Devil or Angel Room, as the case may be, because of course on a floor it is one or the other, and it's decided at the start of the floor. So, the way I'm going to use that is I'm going to use it if I don't get the Deal with the Devil, which I probably won't. On this floor, anyway, after the boss. Oh, cool. Free secret room. By the way, Trites, these guys, they suck. They're annoying as anything. They're terrible, and I would not recommend them to anyone. Got another key. Keys are good. Book of Belial is absolutely awesome. That doubles our damage for a room, recharges in 3 rooms. One of my favorite books, for sure. Probably my favorite book, actually. So we'll certainly be using that against bosses and such. Geez, you have a lot of health compared to my terrible, terrible damage. But Book of Lyle is actually a good step towards remedying that situation. So let's fight the boss. Okay, so Famine. We'll get a Cube of Meat. Cube of Meat rotates around us, blocks enemy tears, and damages any enemy it comes into contact with. It also stacks with later Cubes of Meat to do good stuff. Yep. So I don't know if we're going to get a deal with the devil here. We are hopefully not going to take any damage on this fight, which does increase our chances of getting a deal with the devil by 25 or 35%. But taking damage on the floor decreases our chance. Well, no, it just doesn't increase our chance by the 25 or 35% that it would were we to not take damage. So, you know, okay, just calm yourself. Okay, so we did not get the deal with the devil, so I'm going to pop the Joker, where I'm going to get crazy and take the mark. Indeed. And, you know, the nail wouldn't be a terrible choice, but I don't want to put myself in the situation where I have 2 soul hearts, and I'm rolling from there. 2 red hearts is better than I'm usually at right now with Samson, so I think that that's a workable kind of dealio. So that's what we're doing. The mark is 2 damage up and 1 speed up. So, you know, it makes up for the lard that we got, which lowers our speed. And as you can see, only 1 kill is required to get our tears into the red state or bloody state, which, you know, that's a good sign. I mean, it just means that we might actually have some success. And any cause of death for an enemy does increase our damage, not just us shooting them. But if they were there to get killed by another enemy, or if they're killed by TNT, as we saw, that increases my damage. It's all good. Could fight the boss. Actually, I will fight the boss. Possibly a bad choice, but probably not. You know, okay, it's just a hollow, and I have double damage. Each segment will count as a kill to increase our damage, so that's also making this not too big a deal. So this is going to go fine. I don't have any water in here, unless I dig into my backpack, which, you know, I'm probably not going to do. So, you know, I made a poor choice. But now, Hollow is about to die. Perfect. Get a health up, as well as damage up and shot speed up. But Samson is almost at the max shot speed. Shot speed does cap relatively quickly after only a few shot speeds up, and Samson has more shot speed up than any of the items, I believe, individually. So we may be already at that cap. By the way, shot speed is kind of like a range up, but it's also a knockback up, which is cool. I'm cool with it. More cool than most of the other Let's Players are. So, you know, here we are. Man, this is some pro maneuvering. Yeah, it's times like this when I think I'm reasonably alright at this game. I mean, I know I'm reasonably alright at this game anyway. But you know what I'm saying. Alright, Golden Poop will give us money or the counterfeit penny, which we may as well take because we have no other trinket. And, ooh, this is actually pretty good for us. X-ray vision allows us to go into any secret room without the cost of a bomb. So as long as we walk next to it, we are able to go into said secret room. And, in most cases, go back and exit it. Like, exit whatever room. Okay, it'll open up all pathways connected to secret room. Wow, 2 soul hearts. That's incredible. And in most cases, you'll be able to go back into the secret room from whatever room you go. You know what I'm saying, maybe? Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Where is the secret room, though? That's frustrating. It's between... Well, I don't need you. Is it worth it? Because I can't get into it from the boss room. I just can't. It's gotta be next to... It's gotta be at the bottom left there. I'm gonna do it. It's not. Weird. So our secret room is in some inaccessible place. Otherwise we would have been able to access it, because we went through every room that would have been connected to it. Somehow. So it has to be right below the boss room. Oh well, guess we're out of here. Always nice to find the secret room right away. Only 3 cents, but we did get the cost of that key back, so it's like nothing ever happened, which is cool with me. And this can allow us to not use keys to get into shops or item rooms or such without, you know, also not using bombs. So it's reasonably good. By the way, the funny thing is, shot speed, while it does cap, like I said, relatively quickly, it doesn't cap in the negative direction. So that's why the Sacred Heart thing I always talk about works. You can give yourself as many Sacred Hearts as you want, and each time, since it decreases your shot speed instead of increasing it, it'll get lower and lower, which means higher and higher in the negative. And you'll be shooting... well, whatever. I hopefully won't lose 3 soul hearts on this floor, because it's only the caves. Anyway, what I was saying is... something. Because... what was I saying? Oh no, I can't have none of that. Stop. Just chill yourself. Okay, we are almost good. Oh yeah, you'll have tears that are only on screen for like 3 frames, which is hilarious and also terrible. But if you do happen to hit with them, because it's actually like practically impossible to hit with them, but in the event that you do, enemies will like fly across the screen, but the wrong way, and it's pretty much hilarious. Let's see what this is. Hierophant, that's amazing. That gives us 2 soul hearts, which, I mean, that puts us ahead of where we were before. 3 kamikaze flies. Those each do twice my damage, which is pretty good. Thanks to Meat, by the way, we're at red tiers without killing anything. Even though Meat is a very small damage up, it is a damage up nonetheless. By the way, challenge rooms are totally worth it as Samson, just because your rage builds relatively quickly due to the fact that there are 3 rounds of enemies. It's basically 3 rooms in one. And we picked up Poison Touch, which is good. Poison Touch is if we make physical contact with an enemy, they take significant damage and they get poisoned for damage over time in the event that they don't happen to die, which is actually relatively uncommon for enemies. Bosses, yeah, then damage over time is a very noticeable, definite thing. So, you know, we're in a pretty good place. This is, I mean, I'm not at the position where I would call this like the run. This isn't the earn or anything. This isn't like, this is going to be the run that I win with Samson, but this is the best Samson run I've had in a long time. Okay, so let's see what this pill is. It's going to be not bad, at least, because we have a lucky foot. Tears Up, that's amazing. I need Tears Up. That means I fire more quickly. I fire more shots in the same amount of time. Red Maws, hopefully not too bad. They do shoot in 4 directions once you kill them. And for whatever reason, those angle sometimes. But that went fine. We've got enough keys to go to this item room. In this item room, we have Shoot to Whoop, which shoots a laser, but I do not want it, so I will just touch it, which is a practice you should all get into if you haven't yet. Just touch it, and that gets it out of the item pool. You won't see it again, except in very specific cases. Like, I just got a comment before starting this recording where someone asked, I had the pony, and then I dropped it, and then I fought the Headless Horseman, and I got the pony. Why is that? Because, you know, it should be out of the item pool or whatever. And the reason for that is, if you fight the Headless Horseman and you don't have a pony, you get a pony. Like, it's just how it works. You get it even if you've had it. I didn't mean to use that, but okay, we're fighting Greed. That's cool. What is this? Telepills. Okay, fine. I guess I won't fight Greed, because I'm not going to go in there and take more damage and stuff. By the way, I should be using the Book of Belial a bit more liberally. Just, you know, using it faux funds, because there are a lot of rooms now on floors, and I can get away with it and get recharges by the boss fights. I thought I was going to dodge that. That was pretty bad display of gameplay on that room, but we're back to where we started this floor, soul heart wise. So I still think that we will maintain this Eternal Heart, which will become a health up when we get it to the next floor. Hopefully get it to the next floor. But again, it's caves 2 as opposed to catacombs 2. So we're in a good situation. It's as non-threatening as it possibly could be, pretty much. By the way, our last achievement, secret rather, in this game for not taking damage is on the caves. Of course, we've already botched that this run, but I wouldn't expect to get it on a Samson run. Still, that means we're very near the end of this game. I think we might only need to beat the game with Samson and then get that achievement, and then we're done, or get the secret for not taking damage on the caves, and then we're done. We'll hit Platinum God, and the Let's Play will officially be over, which means that any vanilla runs will just be something I tack on to... Like, this file will never get touched again. So any non-challenge runs I'll just do on the other file after I hit Platinum God here, which is pretty cool. I didn't think I'd get Dark Boy so soon, by the way. If you didn't see the run where I got Dark Boy, you should check it out. I think it was 105, because it was 105. Episode 105, that is. Definitely worth watching. It was a pretty crazy run. So yeah, we need Spelunker Boy, and then to beat the chest of Samson, and we are probably done. Which is pretty sweet. And no, I'm not going to stop just doing normal runs. I'm just going to stop using this file for them. And I'll use my original Platinum God file. And this will be my second Platinum God, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Chub, pretty easy fight. Especially because I'm fast enough. Another health up is excellent. Let's see what we've got in our deal with the devil. I wouldn't mind fighting Krampus, but I didn't have to. I don't really want either of those items, though. So I'm not going to take them. So we'll get to the next floor, and we'll have 5 health because of the Eternal Heart that we didn't lose. And, well, it's Necropolis. That sucks, but we found the item room right away, which doesn't suck. And we do have enough keys, which also doesn't suck. By the way, fighting the Headless Horseman here. Well, the head of the Headless Horseman, which is never fun. But we made it, didn't take damage. The blue spikes are annoying. Doctor's Remote is totally useless for us. But again, touch it, get it out of the item pool. And then continue on our merry way, I suppose. You know what? Throw a bomb over here. Thanks, bro. Oh, I took damage. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly want to fight in this room, but I'm doing it anyway. I am gonna take the fish head, because what the fish head does is when we get hit, we spawn 1 kamikaze fly, which again does twice our damage. Oh god. Stop it, just don't do that. I don't want that. Oh god. That room could not have gone worse. I just tanked that because I saw that there was a heart and I didn't... Wow. I didn't wow, just so you know. We found our top secret room. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about where this isn't the run, this is just a good Samson run. And a good Samson run is a pretty average, normal person run. Another Eternal Heart. Alright. Gotta remember to go back for that, because that's actually borderline essential. I mean, not that we're going to win, we're just not, because Samson's really that bad, and we haven't had that run. We just haven't done well, we haven't gotten good items. We've gotten decent items, but we haven't. It's just not good enough. Samson needs pretty much the best run in history to even get to Isaac. And, have I beaten Isaac with Samson? Because if not, then we need that secret as well, but we really, like, we need to beat the chest with Samson, and beating Isaac with Samson comes as a package deal with that. So, you know, it's not worth mentioning, kind of, but I just don't know if we've beaten Isaac as Samson. We just need an epic fetus run. I'm still considering doing a stream of just Samson runs until I win, and then uploading that stream to YouTube. Because, honestly, just doing random Samson runs until I win might take a lot longer than just doing a bunch of Samson runs in a row. Because then, you know, instead of every run is Samson, so if I get a good run, it'll be a good Samson run, it's I'm playing Samson sometimes, so I have to be playing Samson on that one run where I get a good run. I will take Ankh, even though that means if I die, I respawn as Blue Baby, so it wouldn't count for Samson if I won or anything after that, but, you know, why not? And then maybe I can have more fun. If we can at least get through the mom fight. Blue Baby does get invincibility from the Polaroid every time we get hit, because we have only soul hearts, which is, you know, good times. The Joker, again, will take us to the deal with the Devil Room, if we should not earn it. War will give us our second cube of meat, which will change our cube of meat into a ball of meat that does everything that this cube of meat does, but also shoots along with us. So that's, you know, it's a little bit of extra damage, which is good times. Is this going to be the one time that War doesn't do the bomb attack? Because if you don't do the bomb attack, wow, you didn't do the bomb attack. So that means we have to use a bomb to access this Tinted Rock, which isn't a big deal, because, of course, I have the bombs. And I see the Tinted Rock. Everything works out just the way it should. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll hit up the cube of meat man here. Alright, we got a damage up, and tears up, and speed down, but that doesn't matter. With the small rock, and we got a soul heart. Let's use the Joker, see what we got here. Krampus gives us the lump of coal. What the lump of coal does is it increases our damage based on how far our tears have traveled, so it's, like I said last run, I think, it's basically giving us more damage as the integral of distance, because I'm a math major. And this extra damage does make our kamikaze flies do a bit more damage themselves. Oh, that was terrible. So we lost our soul heart, but you know, we're still not doing terribly. Got our lump of coal, so again, our tears will get bigger as they travel further. We don't have that great of range, so that's kind of unfortunate. Yes, we do. Our range is fine. It must be the cube of meat that doesn't have good range. The ball of meat, rather. Do want you... we have about the same. Whatever, man. I'm gonna pick up this Eternal Heart, and I'm just gonna leave. Because I'm not in an advantaged position where I want to explore the rest of the floor. There isn't really anything I can get out of it. So we're just going to peace out. Yo. I could go in here and then come back out once I open the chest, but I don't want to risk losing the Eternal Heart at this point because I already picked it up. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty good strategy to get free stuff. So let's go to the next floor, get our 6th heart container. Depths 2 rather than Necropolis 2, which is good. Oh, stop that. And that means that the enemies will be easier. Curse of the Lost means that the floor will be 4 rooms larger. There's the Polaroid, but we don't need the Polaroid. Greed means Greed won't be in the shop. And I'm going to fight him just so that I can go to the shop, because regardless... Well, okay, no, there's a chance that we won't get enough money, but most likely, yeah, we got enough money to go to the shop on this floor. Have a good time. I do want to play this beggar, probably more than I want to go to the shop, actually. Saves me a key, and potentially gets me something that I couldn't buy in the shop that is better, or just great, or not great, you know, you never know. Health up, and it only cost me 4 cents. So we can pretty easily and likely get another cent to go to the shop successfully. Oh, would you look at that. So that was a good choice. We now have 7 heart containers. I don't want to fight the boss right away, unfortunately, because once we fight the boss, we will not be able to leave, because all doors are removed upon completion of the boss fight, due to it being the mom fight. So we'd miss out on an item room and exploration stuffs. So yeah, not a good strategy. What is this build? Do we know? Tears up. That's awesome. So, you know, we're getting stronger. Things is going pretty goods. Oh, man. Oh, we finally got hit. It was looking pretty good there, and then it just wasn't good anymore. Not that that went poorly. We took a half a heart of damage. That's not a huge deal. I want to say that the brains are definitely priority number 1 here, because they leave their brain juices, and those hurt me. Excuse me. I'm not sick or anything. There's just something got into my throat, and it was quite unpleasant. Oh, almost took a hit there, but I am more self-aware than that game. Haha, you thought I was going to take a hit. I knew I wasn't. Alright, so that room went fine. Got another coin. I want to find the shop in the item room already. By the way, rage is practically inconsequential at this point, but it does exist. Like, we have as much damage as I've had on probably all but 2 Samson runs in my life, and those 2 are probably like the 2 times I got to the chest of Samson. So, It's definitely good for a Samson run. Beyond that, I've had worse with other characters, and I've had better with every character numerous times. Still, I'm not gonna poo-poo on our damage, because our damage is not as terrible as... Oh, poo. It's not as terrible as it could be. We've gotten a few damage ups, which is good. And we've got the lump of coal, and you know, we're doing alright. One of these days we'll find the shop in the item room, and it will be glorious. But until then, we just have to trudge through all these countless rooms. I can't count them. They are uncountably infinite. Whatever. I'll use the Book of Belial. Not like I won't get another charge. Watch me not get another charge, but you know what? These things happen. I can fight Mom with this damage. I've beaten Mom with base damage. With Eve. So don't even try and tell me. I should play this at least twice because we will win both times. You cannot lose on fortune teller machines with a lucky foot. So this might actually be a better investment than the shop, but we'll use a key, see what's in the shop, and then we'll go back to the fortune teller machine if the shop doesn't yield anything that I desire. I think that's pretty fair. So let's see what's in our item room. Speed and range I will take for once because I'm not that fast, and the range does benefit me from having the lump of coal. So that wasn't bad. Could have been much better, but it could have been much worse. So, you know, that's pretty good. By the way, I do want to point out that in this run we've picked up 2 of the other characters' starting items, the Book of Belial from Judas and the Lucky Foot from Cain. Just, you know, cool stuff. Now, whatever. We're going to find the shop, and then we're going to know how we're spending our money. Because regardless, I will spend all of my money. Because really, it's a very good idea to use the fortune teller machines. Yeah, so I'm not going to spend any money here. I'm going to blow all 16 cents on the fortune teller machine, and likely get a bunch of soul hearts and possibly a better trinket for the mom fight, but of course we're going to abandon our trinket for the Polaroid. Which, you know, that's just part of life. At some point in your life, you will abandon your trinket for the Polaroid. It's just a simple fact. I can't make use of Judas's tongue, but Judas's tongue is a very good trinket. Hangman gives us flight for a room. Whatever. We could win the crystal ball, which I would use once to get either a tarot card or a soul heart, as well as see the full map, but we already have the full map. Literally the full map. We've been to the top secret room as well. What are you? Wheel of Fortune. Oh god. Really doesn't matter what I have. So it's another one of you guys. That's fine. The Magician gives us homing tears for a room, which is probably better than the flight for a room. Okay, so the tick's over there, so I'm going to start playing this one. Doesn't really matter. Left hand would turn all of the chests into red chests. Not a big deal. Mom's Pearl is an increased chance of soul heart drops. Hanged Man again. I'm just going to use it. Death does significant damage to every enemy in the room, which is what I will take to the fight against Mom. Sounds good to me. Up. 2 of diamonds gives us 2 more cents because normally it doubles our money, but it gives us 2 cents in the case where we have 1 or 0. Alright, so another that. High Priestess summons Mom's Foot to stomp-a-domp on an enemy, but if we use it in the Mom fight, it attempts to attack us because Mom's Foot is normally attacking us in that very room. So we're just going to take the Death card, because Death is very effective against Mom due to the fact that it damages all of the doors and the foot. So, you know, that'll just make our work very short, which is nice. Okay, so we've got the Red Mom fight, which is pretty much the easiest, I'd say. Like, without diggity doubt. You just gotta strafe back and forth and occasionally dodge up or down. And, you know, not bad stuff going on. So this will shortly be done. Yes, very shortly. Now, we get the coin purse, which is not bad considering we have the lucky foot, so all of these will be at least not bad. tears up, and bombs are key doesn't really bother me at all. What are you? Bad gas. So I'm gonna telepills out of easy, just in case. First off, just in case we got an I am error room, which could give me good stuff. But second off, just in case there was a deal with the devil or angel room that I couldn't access due to the lack of doors, but could access because it was still there when I came back. Just, you know, little things to do about the game. So now we take our Polaroid and head on to Utero 1. I mean, this is the best Samson run we've had probably in this whole Let's Play, but it's not amazing. It definitely could go for some improvements, but it could be going a lot worse. Utero 1 does have tougher enemies. I would love if I had gotten a halo of flies or like a couple pre-flies from pills or something, or slot machines, but I didn't play any slot machines. Still, I would love to have more protection from enemy tiers. Alas. You know, a female. Alas. Okay. Surprisingly didn't take damage in that room due to some lucky AI decisions as well as decent dodging. Which is cool with me, yo. Got another key, but thanks to the bombs or key pill, we have lots of keys and don't need to worry about them. If we do make it to the chest, I mean, this is great. We'll have plenty of keys to make life plenty of keys to make life happy. Get all the items. Let's take a shortcut. No, let's take a shortcut. You know, why not, considering the fact of how I just got through saying I have tons of keys, and that was totally 100% worth it. We picked up bunches and bunches of money. Alright, so I gotta complete this room. I just wasn't sure if this path would branch out to other places or not. So, this is not the correct way, because as we saw in the previous room, there was only one direction to go, and that was to the curse room that I certainly don't want to spend my time or health in. So let's try down, otherwise it'll be at the left there, but I think it's going to be this way. I think. And that is cool with me. I do want to play you, beggar. And again, diagonal is the easiest way to walk through spikes, but you can walk through them without taking damage by going horizontally or vertically. I showed that in a PSA. Good to know, good to practice as well. The ladder is literally worthless because there are no more gaps on the ground, but you know what? Whatever. Health up, I will fight for. I have to fight 3 bosses in here. There'll be Larry Jr. Peep is third, I think, and that means the second one is... Oh, I know this. Chub. Okay, yeah, Chub. Right. Because Chub and Peep are both Caves bosses. Larry Jr., I don't know why, but I associate Chub and Peep kind of due to fighting both of them in the caves. Whatever. Oh, Monstro. That's weird seeming. I apparently know nothing about this game. Sometimes. It must be because this is Utero rather than the womb. I'm pretty sure I would have been right on the womb. But whatever. Monstro is a very easy fight. Even 2 of them. And now we're down to 1. Avoided those shots. Monstro number 2 is dead. Unknown pill. Luck up. That increases the rate of drops and things. Now we got a blastocysts. I don't know what you know, I probably don't want to, but I don't know what a blastocyst is. Because, I mean, most of the things in this game are pretty gross, and you shouldn't ever look up. And you should probably just forget I mentioned that, because I know a lot of you are going to go look it up, but you know what? It is not my fault. I told you not to. Don't do it. Just do not make that choice. You're harming everyone. Yeah, so now we're going to veer away from that, and we're going to talk back about this here gameplay. And this here gameplay is not going terribly. Child's Heart, not particularly useful, especially because I need to have the Polaroid. I am going to, oh god, play this because I could get a pretty fly or something, which would be nice. I can also get pills, which bombs or key does not particularly appeal to me, although it would probably be useful because I don't need 14 keys. Whatever. There we go, pretty fly number 1. Hopefully we get another one, otherwise we'll have to, let's see, what's this? This is telepills. I knew that, and I was about to say it, but I just wasn't in time. Almost had a second pretty fly. Yeah, we'll have 6 more plays on this. Oh, no, okay, I'm done here. I actually don't want anything else that it's selling, because I won't get many soul hearts from it. You just don't get many soul hearts from normal slot machines. It's just a thing that's not going to happen most of the time. So, that was about as well as I could have hoped for that to go. So now, like I said, we do have that full orbital ring of protection, preventing us from taking damage from tears as frequently as possible, which is excellent. Okay, more money, that's cool. Lucky Foot really showing its worth. So our fight is against Loki with 2 eyes, because there are 2 Lokis. And this will be Book of Belial. It will be Book of Belial. It'll be relatively easy, because this is a very easy boss fight. Loki and Loki 2, or Loki, whatever you want to call them, are pretty easy. Range up, again, is good, because now we can fire most of the way across the room, and that means our tears get almost as much damage as they can from the lump of coal. Indeed. Curse of Darkness, of course, means we can't see the map, which is fine. Oh no. Okay, almost took damage there, but then I didn't. Great story. I will tell it a few more times at a party or 2. I mean, really, it'll be my big hit. It'll be my breakthrough, and suddenly everyone will know me, and I'll be a millionaire. Because, I mean, that's just the natural way of things. If you didn't know. If you didn't, important life lessons with bisnap, because, I mean, let's be real here. Use a bomb, get in there. Another bomb's a key pill. Good to know. Anyway, if that was the incorrect way for the boss, let's try up. I mean, why not? Arcade, I will go in, just in case there's a fortune teller machine rather than a slot machine, because that would be great. More soul hearts, more good times. But first, let's see what's up in here. More red hearts, which means that certainly I will play this. I'm surprised I got that there. So yeah, remember you can double play these, especially because I made a PSA on it. In the womb and beyond only. And that Eternal Heart we'll certainly want to keep as a thing that we have. I don't know how many red hearts are laying around in there, but we will probably be able to get back to full health here. 6 more plays. So hopefully we'll get our blood bag by then, which will be a health up, as well as speed up, which I mean largely inconsequential, but you know, I'll take every advantage I can get. Otherwise, we've just made a bunch of money. Okay, it was the IV bag, which I really don't have any need for. So I need to remember to come back to the arcade in order to get that Eternal Heart that was just laying about. So, yeah, why not? Because especially if I find another Eternal Heart, then we're in a great position to just get a free health up without having to get it to the next floor. Because if you get 2 Eternal Hearts, then you just get a health up right away instead of having to go to the next floor, because that's just how they work. So, I do need to remember, though, arcade, arcade, arcade. Hopefully I'm just going to sporadically say arcade and then remember the Eternal Heart. But in reality, I'll probably forget it. This is something that does happen. Quite frequently, in fact. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We escaped. You gave me a drop. Cool. Baby's not too big deal. Dealio. Remember, we did get our 2 more pretty flies. Well, our 2 pretty flies, which is excellent. So, I mean, this turned from a mediocre Samson run to actually, like, a pretty good Samson run just because of those pretty flies preventing damage. So, like, now we have a chance against Isaac. We're not firing a ton of tears, not that we're firing particularly few, but we're doing reasonable damage. What's with all these bombs or key pills, man? By the way, in the womb, bomb for a bomb is always a good trade, because you can't see tinted rocks, so you don't know if you'd be blowing one up. So you may as well check, just because it pays for itself. So, like I was saying, I don't remember, but there's an Eternal Heart in the arcade. Oh yeah, the pretty flies really did turn this run into something that could be good, which excites me very greatly. Yeah, definitely want to play this beggar, because we have lots of monies. And he could give me something great. Or something not great. But, you know, I'm going to opt for the great one. Because, really, that'd be pretty great. I don't need your half heart, unfortunately. If I could have your half heart and then only have half red heart, that'd be great. But, I mean, great. Great is the word of the minute. Pretty much. Alright, crack the sky does not appeal to me, so like we've been doing, touch it, drop it. Crack the sky spawns some random beams of light from heaven to do some significant damage to enemies, but again, random. So you can't really count on them to help you in a room, you can just hope. Okay, so there's our boss room. I don't expect to take 4 hits on the mom fight. Mom's heart, it lives, whatever you want to call this. But I'm not going to take the chance. I will go back to the arcade for that Eternal Heart once I win this fight. Assuming I win, which isn't a very steep assumption. Anyway, first order of business is to killerate these eyeballs, which are just called eyes, and then stand as far away from Mom's heart as possible in order to maximize our damage from the lump of coal. And then party. I don't know how this fight's going to go, but I assume it won't go poorly. We are doing reasonable damage, especially considering we're Samson. So, you know, this is good times. Good times. Alright, monster went down relatively quickly, and of course our rage will build here, so this is one of the few boss fights that Rage, Bloody Lust is relatively useful, just considering the fact that it maxes out to help on this fight pretty much immediately. So I'm, again, not worried about this fight going poorly. Remember that there's an Eternal Heart in the arcade, in case you forgot, because I didn't. You know why I didn't forget? Because I am become the ultimate Binding of Isaac player, destroyer of worlds. Just so you know. Alright, soon, now, the heart is repeatedly firing bombs, which means that it doesn't go away, and we can just annihilatorate it. Annihilatorate. Gotta kill the Duke of Flies. Some enemies it'll kill for you just by ending the fight, but others it will not. So now we go to the arcade, pick up that Eternal Heart, get our health up, and we're on the Cathedral with a reasonable chance of success, but without replenishing our health in any way. It's going to be a little tricky. It also depends on how quickly we can find Mr. Isaac. I mean, I could play the Skull game in hopes of finding Skatole, which would make flies non-issues, and I probably should, but I'm not going to. Why, you may ask? Because I'm crazy, and because we've been having pretty good luck finding and winning with beggars, even though they haven't given us much good. Still, I think that it's kind of reasonable in a non-reasonable kind of way. So yeah, here we are. We will have the Book of Belial for Isaac, I'm sure. If we don't, then, I mean, these things happen. Let's see if this saves us any time. Lots of money. This could save us time. Oh, oh man, that sucks megabutts. So we took another hit there. Well, a hit, which sucks. Then you killed yourself because you're a dummy. Okay, this is a library, which doesn't help us. There's no reason to go in anyway, at all. Well, actually, yes, there is. There could be a Book of Revelations, which would give us another soul heart. Unfortunately, it was just the Monster Manual, which does not help us out. So touch to get out of the pool, even though it doesn't matter. We're not going to get another library. And that's just the way of the world, as I've been saying. Thanks to Sloth for destroying those rocks, because that does just save us some maneuverability. It allows us some maneuverability, rather. Which, it opened up the stage. We can attack from more angles. Oh, that was terrible. Of course, that was where he had to shoot, though. Because, I mean, that was going to be a solid dodge, and then suddenly the game just read my mind. If this is yes, the Joker is exactly what I was going to say. If it's the Joker, this is worth it. Oh my god. We might have just won. So what we're doing is we're going to take the Pact, which is Tears Up and Damage Up, and we're going to take Guppy's Paw, and we're going to get 18 Soul Hearts here. So now we have no red hearts, which is really good, because that means that every time we get hit, we get invincibility from the Polaroid for 6 seconds, which is pretty incredible. Bombs are key, really not of any interest for me to keep, so I'm glad to just be rid of it. And yeah, now we're in a great position. Isaac should be a victory. We will get to the chest most likely. And maybe this will be our first Isaac win with Samson, but maybe it'll just be our first time in the chest. I don't know. I really don't know what we have and haven't done here. But more damage, more tears. Yeah, there's the negative that Isaac will be shooting back at us more with more tears, but there's the positive of more DPS. This is going well, suddenly. Because, of course, we couldn't actually have gotten that deal with the devil by beating Isaac. You just can't get them on these floors unless you use the Joker. So that was pretty much the best turn of events that we could have hoped for. Another Soul Heart is also excellent, especially if we can maintain our not taking damage status. Unfortunately, we've been going the wrong way, so we're going to have to find the boss a little more. And I'm starting to get afraid to use the Book of Belial just randomly in rooms, so, you know, we're just not going to do that. Get another key. I mean, sure, why not? I don't like holy leeches. They are not my friends. Friends. They're not my friends, guys. Would you still like me if I had an accent like that, where I said friends instead of friends? Oh, okay, there's damage, so we want to get in there and use Poison Touch successfully, which is going to be a huge boon against Isaac as well, by the way. I totally forgot about it until I became invincible and was like, well, in my instincts of Isaac kicked in, where it's like, hey, you got invincibility and you have Poison Touch. And I'm like, oh, thank you, I didn't even realize that. So, again, that just means that we can successfully do some more damage to Isaac and have great times. As well as poison him, which is, jeez, it is a match made in heaven. Or in the cathedral, I suppose. Ha ha ha! Anyway, Loki taking its time dying. But now we're good. I'm not really too afraid of you. See what's in our top secret room. If it was an Eternal Heart, I actually didn't want it. Okay, again, you're welcome to open up the map. Oh, that was stupid damage. I'm going to poison you. And it's going to be great. I'm going to kill you guys. Get away from me. The reason I finished the room even though I bombed out is I don't actually know. That's the reason. Don't need that. Double our damage against Isaac will be nice. So let's do this. I think we have a good chance of success. Really, Guppy's Paw was our lucky break. So again, if we take damage, we want to rush in against Isaac and use that Poison Touch. And also maximize our damage, place a bomb, because why not? And, you know, this is going pretty well. Already in Phase 2, can't see our health yet. I don't know how many Soul Hearts we still have. But I'm happy with the way things are going. So can we maintain this for Blue Baby? It really depends on the items we get and how far away Blue Baby is from our spawn. Those are really the two, pretty much the only two factors, if we're being real here. Oh, that was terrible damage, but this should finish Isaac off for us. I want to kill you guys as quickly as possible. Isaac is dead. Okay, that wasn't our first time beating Isaac as Samson. But let's see what we've got in our chests. This could be the make or break moment, though. Alright, Homing Bombs is okay. Harlequin Baby is okay. Shooting More Tears. Dead Bird is okay, and I don't really want Chocolate Milk. So, you know, we have a chance. But, like I said, the real factor here is how quickly we can make it to Blue Baby. By the way, Homing Bombs even applies to Wrath's bombs upon himself, which is pretty funny. So Wrath is slowly killing himself. That also gave us 5 bombs, so if we get the chance to fight Blue Baby and place bombs on him, that's good times because, yeah. Super Greed, get out of my face. Hopefully this is just the way to the boss because we could skip mega rooms. Okay, that wasn't it. But there's still the chance that it was down and to the right, as opposed to down and to the left, and we still skipped a couple rooms. Oh, that was bad damage, but Poison Touch. Poison was the cure. Anyone like Megadeth? I saw Megadeth once. That was fun. Poison was a Cure is a really good song. Alright, what are you? Hierophant, that's 2 extra Soul Hearts, that's 12 extra seconds of invincibility. 2 of Hearts is literally worthless because it doubles your red hearts filled, which we have none. Alright, so we're not going to go... Ah, God, whatever. We're not going to go back the way we are going to go back the way we came, because it would be silly to go through this extra room above us because it can't be connected to any other room that would take us anywhere that we want to go. So there you have it. I want to get Mr. Boom out of the item pool because I do. And I guess I should start using the... you know what? I'll fight Super Greed with Book of Belial. Simply because he can give us an item. Like a chest. That's the thing that happens. So this could be fine. Did I use the Book of Belial against Isaac? Did I? Because if I didn't, that was a pretty big gaffe. But if I did, I just forgot. Lots of money doesn't help us at all. Oh, well that was terrible. Whatever. We'll do all the damage to these two with Poison Touch, and they died immediately. Now we have Mr. Mega, which is another bomb modification that makes our bombs huge, as well as more damaging with a bigger blast radius. It's good times with homing bombs especially, so they will become an integral part of our fight with Blue Baby if we actually manage to get there. We haven't been taking all that much damage, so I think there's a reasonable chance. Still can't see our health, which is always a good sign. And the Book of Belial, extra damage from familiars. I don't know if the Book of Belial affects familiars, but you know, this is going well. Another Soul Heart is like the biggest thing that we can get, because again, every Soul Heart is 6 seconds of invincibility, as well as 1 hit that we can survive. I'm gonna stop being as liberal with the Book of Belial. I know, I used it once and suddenly I'm being liberal, but the boss could be anywhere. It could be very soon now. Alright, so that's 1 husk down. Oh, that was close. I didn't want to kill him right there, but then I did. By the way, rage against the husk is pretty reasonably good. I was hoping for a chest there. I'll be real here. Oh god, Super Lust is one of the worst bosses we could be fighting here. So we're going to be very careful about our maneuvering through the goo they makes. Alright, now we're screwed, so just kill them with Poison Touch. We get the Yum Heart, which would recover us. I do want to touch it, get it out of the item pool. Recover us for 1 red heart, but we don't have red hearts, so... So unfortunately, we've been going the wrong way every time. Usually, maybe not at all. I don't think we've sacrificed more than a hit in any room. But ideally, we'd be sacrificing 0 hits every room until Blue Baby, which would make our chances the best that they can be to succeed in this run with Samson and then never have to play him again, which would be pretty excellent. Whew. Still, we are in a good position. This is going well, and it can continue to go well. Okay, we're gonna... There we go. Hopefully this is the right way so we don't have to go through that room again. Double Wretched is a pretty easy room, all things considered, all things comparative. So here we go, man. 53 minutes in. That's... Wow, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I've been talking this whole time. My voice isn't really feeling it too bad. That's surprising that I didn't take damage, but 1 down makes the second one that much easier. Nope, get out of my face. Alright. So now we good. Still haven't gotten any item drops, but... Alright, so this is wrong. Let's go here first. Curved Horn would be really good, but the Polaroid is actually better because of all the invincibility we get. The Curved Horn does increase our damage, though, and it's probably my favorite one of my favorite trinkets, I guess, when I don't have this very situation. Cancer's also really good, but Curved Horn's better for Isaac and Blue Baby because you're not firing as much and you're still doing more damage, even though you may have better DPS with Cancer. It's just, I mean, it's an interesting thing. In the ideal world, I'd have Mom's Person take both. But that is not the situation we're in. Lucky Toe would increase the rate of drops of things by a little bit because we already have Lucky Foot. Alright, here's the boss. This fight, possibly worth tanking a couple hits just to Poison Touch, because I think that we're going to win. I really do. All this AIDS poop is not my happy place. Alright, do all the damage right here. You might go diagonal. Yeah, so that Carrion Queen is diagonal. This Carrion Queen is still normal people. And now it's also diagonal. Oh god, alright. We win here. Let's do this, guys. I think we've got the run. I think this is it. I don't think we can lose, honestly. Like, with the Poison Touch, all the damage we're doing, and the mega awesome bombs we've got, I think we're good. Alright, we got another spell of invincibility. Already more than half dead. I think this is the urn. This, alright, more invincibility. I ain't even mad. I can tank this. That's gonna be it. That's gonna do it. Literally, we just beat Blue Baby. So never mind the whole stream business. We've got Samson's Lock. And, geez, that was awesome. First run of Samson this time. And we did it. So guys, thank you for sticking with me for this is the 106th episode. We've finally beaten the chest with the last character. All we have left to do is beat the caves without taking damage. And since we've beaten everything else without taking damage, the caves shouldn't be that bad. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm going to back up this save file literally immediately as soon as I end this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. We're at 55-57. I looked at 55-55. And let's see our stats. We're at 96 out of 97, so indeed all we have left is Spelunker Boy, and then we'll get Platinum God. This is an exciting day. I'm glad I decided not to do a challenge run. And I'm glad that that run turned out the way it did. I didn't think for most of that it looked the way like that we were going to win, but so we did. Jeez. Yeah, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.